Hey, what's up, y'all? It's Papa was cracking. It's D. So I am officially back home for my trip. Back home in LA. I'm very happy to be back. I was happy to hop off that plane yesterday, but I stepped off the plane, stepped outside the airport, and I was like, low key smells like a barbecue. There's a faint smell of smoke in the air. I'm like, this is not good, but all right, we're stepping into this. And obviously, I already knew what was taking place, but I'm fine. I'm safe. Thank you to everyone who's been concerned. I always talk about how massive LA is. It's very big, and the fires are in select areas, but not where I live. I'm like in the middle of the city. I'm in downtown LA. My friends and family who are in, like the inner city and whatnot, we're not ever affected directly by wildfires, and we have wildfires like damn near every year. Although they are saying that this is the worst LA fire in history, but yeah, people who are usually like in the hills, like Palisades is affected, Malibu, and these are typically like the richer areas. People who got money, they areas are a bit more isolated. It's easy for their areas to catch on fire. So those are the main areas that are affected. But my heart and prayers go out to everyone who is directly affected, but we are indirectly affected by the air quality. Okay, the air quality is not good. The fact that I even smelled smoke in the air, I'm like, this is bad. So, and I'm already sick. Like y'all heard me being sick when I was in Ghana. I got sick out there, so I'm like, this is not helping. But I do have an air purifier, and I recommend anybody in the area to get an air purifier as well. It definitely helps with the air quality because in the long run that's not good for you. So protect yourself doing that. But yeah, we're gonna react to this vid by Slow. I know he's hated by some people, but some people still, like his videos, and I do as well. And I skimmed through it, and it looks like he's providing some solid info, so I appreciate that. So yeah, we're gonna hear what he has to say. So let's watch.
Right now, Los Angeles is on fire, and before we get into
And I'm glad he's specifying as well, because yeah, he lives here as well, so he's aware. But I'm tired of seeing these headlines saying California is on fire and California is in danger. It's like, nigga, this is not California. This is just I don't even want to say Southern California. It's specifically like LA County that is having this issue right now. Not even all of LA County. Because when I was looking at the air quality map, like Long Beach and like cities that are a bit further south, their air quality is better because they are closer to the water and they're further away from the fires. And definitely people who are in Orange County, I looked, and people who are like in Irvine, Laguna Beach, they're in the green. Okay, their air quality is perfectly fine, and they're not that far at all, like in distance. So it's not even Southern California that's having the issue. Definitely not California as a whole. Like people are chilling and breathing well in other parts of California. It's specifically LA.
what's going on here, I want to state that I am okay. A lot of people have been asking me to check in, and I am currently fine. But the fire has gotten very close, and it's very destructive. Again, you guys have probably heard about this on the news right now, but I've never lived so close to a fire before, and there are so many people living in this area that is affected. Now, looking at reports and from what I've seen,
and that's the thing too. Like I keep seeing these disturbing images on social media and stuff, and I'm like, oh my god. When I was on the plane, I didn't see that, and maybe it was on the other side of the plane. I didn't see it out the window, and I live in a high-rise apartment, and I have a clear view, but my view is only, I don't have a 360 view. I would say I got like I don't even want to say 180, and it's not 90, maybe like 120. I got like a 120 degree view because it spans like, but it don't fully go like, anyway. And I don't see any fire at all. And I can see out very, very far, but obviously I see the haze, like the foggy smoke haze that's in the air a bit. But I've seen worse because I was also in a high rise apartment. I want to say like 4 years ago we had really bad wildfires as well, and I saw the smoke a bit more then. So yeah, I think that's interesting. But they are saying this is the worst, so I'm not denying that a thing at all, but I just don't see anything. So when I see these things online, I'm like, oh my god, like that looks horrible, but it's just like I'm not seeing it.
Around, it seems like a lot of the fire was really picking up in the Palisades, which is.
And that's the other thing too. I saw this thing about how the fire is burning so close to the Hollywood sign. I can see the Hollywood sign from my living room, and I don't see anything surrounding the area. So maybe it's a bit further down, but I don't even see any smoke. But maybe I'm on the wrong side. But no, they said near Hollywood, near the Hollywood sign. So I don't know.
Where a lot
But
of celebrities.
just know that what you're seeing online, it is very. Obviously it's happening, but I do feel like people show the most dramatic, scary images and videos possible. So people just assume that that's taking place everywhere, and they assume that just everything is on fire and burning down. And it's like, I'm here and I have such a clear view of so much, and I'm just like, I don't see much.
Live. It's closer to Santa Monica and the ocean, but a fire started to pop up in West Hollywood, and then yesterday it really started to pick up at night.
The red flag warnings have been extended now.
See, like that looks crazy. That looks so scary.
The Sunset Fire is the smallest after.
Not that I want to see it, because I don't. Trust me, I don't. I don't want it to get so bad to where I'm seeing it. But I'm just pointing out that, I just want to. I guess I'm trying to convey how big LA is. I'm not saying that it's not taking place at all, but I'm saying it's so big that even though I have this clear view and I'm up so high and I'm seeing so much, there's still so much that even I'm not seeing. Like, that's the point I'm making.
Evacuations
If I'm
in
not
Hollywood
articulating
Hills
that
last
well.
night. The Hearst Fire in Sylmar has burned over 800 acres. And then we have the deadly Eden Fire in Altadena, which has destroyed.
So this is like the rich areas. They are in danger. Okay. And then up here, it's like, yeah, they way in the mountains. They are also affected really badly. And then up here, this is like way deep in the valley. But I'm literally like over here. Like, wait, where this little dot is where it says Los Angeles, this is where I am. So I'm pretty far from the fires and stuff.
More than 900 structures.
Now I'll just give you guys a little bit of a timeline of like what I noticed, because I was at the gym. Well, actually, first off, I noticed it was really smoky. And then I went to the gym, and as I was working out, there was talks about Sunset being shut down. The gym I go to is off Sunset, not too far from where the first fire was. And there was a fire actually right behind
I would never live in Hollywood
billboard, like a RuPaul's Drag Race billboard. And there was a fire, and they were talking about this hotel being on fire. And I'll try to put up some pictures, but essentially this shut down West Hollywood and Hollywood. And at first, this was kind of like the start of a fire, the first fire I'd heard of. And it seems like we were okay until late last night. There was a fire that started at Runyon. Now, this is typically what Runyon looks like. It's a popular hike right in the middle of Hollywood. And, I go there several times a month, and I love going on this hike. But I don't know if I'll be able to go anymore, because look at what we're working with. It was ablaze last night, and it was super scary. Actually, one of my friends, Sebastian Soto, he had to evacuate. I was probably about a mile and a half from the evacuation zone, which still was scary. I had friends who lived even further away that were evacuating, but I hadn't gotten the warning. I downloaded the Watch Duty app, and I was trying to pay attention, but these were super scary sights to see. And I took some video footage as well that I'll put in this video so you guys can see how quickly it was growing, and all the people who were so close to it to just watch it catch flame. But before that Runyon fire, I noticed that there was just so much traffic, so many firefighters out, just taking over the streets. Here's a clip I took on my phone of the chaos.
I think people was leaving their cars too. Y'all go in the house. My thing is, I know people gotta go to work and people have shit to do. They gotta pick up their kids, I guess. But your kids can't stay home. Wait, are they on winter break? I don't know what's happening. Anyway, I just feel like you should stay in the house unless it's absolutely necessary for you to leave at this point in time when they are trying to navigate the streets and put out these fires. Like, Don't be out here like trying to go to brunch and doing stupid shit while this is taking place, you know? And I feel like some of these people is out doing stupid shit. I don't think all y'all going to work.
So I knew something was up, and the winds have been wild as well. So I typically like to sleep with like my windows open, get a nice little breeze. But I had to close those because the air quality has gotten so bad here in LA, and my heart breaks for all those people who have had to evacuate. My heart goes out to Sebastian and his dogs and having to get out there. That's such a horrific scene to even imagine. So I feel for everyone here in LA, and I see the community working together. So that's...
Yeah, I love that. I posted on IG how they were basically giving out, or they, meaning restaurants, are giving out free meals to people who had to evacuate their homes.
Nice. So looking at celebrities
How do you
right
know,
now,
though, who had to evacuate and who doesn't, though?
and they are struggling.
Nobody's trying to take
Lane
advantage.
Meister, Adam Brody, Anna Faris. I mean, I know there was a fire in Studio, what's it called, Studio City, and I think maybe some apartments were affected there, but I think a lot of the damage has been done to houses. It looks like, wow, Legion Meister and Adam, so it looks like they lost their home, which look how bad this all looks. Anna Faris's home flattened. See, it shows that nobody's safe, and I have to admit, I have seen some conspiracies going around. I don't know if those are, I feel like that's not the time right now.
Yeah, calm down. That's why people don't fuck with you, all right? Chill out during this time.
Conspiracy.
Talk about how Kylie Jenner lit the fire or whatever.
Spencer Pratt and Heidi have lost their home, and I've seen her crying on TikTok and being super emotional with her kids, which
really just comes in weird, but I just want to go home. I just want to see all my stuff and sit on my couch and really want to go home. I'm so homesick.
I'll say my comments. My heart goes out to people. Oh, What the fuck? What the fuck, Heidi? Was this Heidi's too? This is not the time for laughs, okay? And I'm not laughing at the situation, obviously. But what the fuck? What the fuck is Ozempic doing here? Is that on her shit? I need to investigate. Yeah, this looks... You know what? You know what? This is weird, though. I'm sorry. I understand you going... it don't matter.
I would be as well. You work so hard for these places, and insurance companies out here, they'll try to screw people. But it looks like celebrities in this area include Tom Hanks, Rita Wilson, Reese Witherspoon, Adam Sandler, a lot of people. Paris Hilton's mansion in Malibu. So it's not just Malibu, actually. A restaurant I went to called Moonflower had reportedly burned down. That was a restaurant I went to with my mom. So Malibu and the Palisades are kind of like, they're connected, but they're not one. And then we've got fires that are, I actually don't even know where the city is.
Yeah, we are over the Palisades fire. This would be the northern edge of the fire. So what we're going to do is tilt up and show you. As we tilt up with the camera and we follow the fire line there, that's Malibu up on the top of your screen there. It burns through the Palisades up towards that Malibu area. Now, it's laid down pretty nicely, but they lost a lot of homes down in that area.
That far.
We're showing you the area now as you come back down that is actually up in the Santa Monica Mountains, and that's still ablaze right here.
I'm just trying to think, though, what direction is that in?
And it's creeping to the east. There's
Maybe
Palisades.
it's
Let's go to
behind
the
me.
satellite view. And they lost so many homes down in there. It just went right through this area, right down this canyon.
Okay, so here's the fire map. So I'm actually currently in this warning zone.
It might
This
be
is where the Runyon fire was.
on the other
This is
side
where
of
the
the mountain.
Palisades fire is, where all those celebrities live. And then it just goes up to, I believe this is Malibu right in here. So there's also a fire over in this area. Jeez, like California is just burning away. It is so scary.
Okay,
But
he's saying it
again,
too.
see how like
He's saying it's
central, this is very central, all of the city.
He's not from here. I feel like people who aren't from here just say California when they're referring to LA. I don't think he's from here. But yeah, this is literally just a...
And then there is some part that has brush, and that's where this fire took place. The first fire that I was speaking
People in the
about
Bay are
was
fine. They
right
ain't burning.
Here near the Chateau,
No, it's not burning. They ain't
around
burning.
here.
Like it's
Yeah,
a
like
disease.
Los Angeles, right here actually. And then this is the second fire that really got everyone scared and got everyone evacuating last night. So yeah, Arizona, my heart goes out to you as well. In one of her houses, I'm sure she's got several houses, but that's still so devastating to have that burned down. Just to go back to it and imagine it not being there. And like I mentioned, Studio City was really on fire last night. This like seems to have happened after the flames went down in Runyon, and like look at buildings literally collapsing on the news. That is so scary.
Oh, that looks really scary.
That's like morbid. At this point, that's like hell on earth. Oh my god, it makes my heart break. Imagine like the kids that used to play on this and now it's just melted away. Which, okay, I know I wasn't going to get into conspiracy theories, but I did see on my Citizen app, which I pay for. Citizen is an app for like crime and things like that.
You know, I had to delete that shit because the stories I would see on there were wild. I remember I talked about this not too long ago. Well, it was some years ago. But I feel like I'm always repeating myself and tell y'all stories that I said in the past. Anyway, not everybody watch everything I put up. But there was a story about this man who was like running around downtown LA with like needles, like filled with shit, I'm sure. They didn't say if it was filled with crack or nothing, but I don't know. It was needles, and they're like, oh, it's a guy on the loose. And I don't know if he was trying to like build up a fucking crackhead army or what the fuck he was trying to do, but that shit was wild. Like, what the fuck? You know, I definitely didn't go outside for a few days after I saw that, so I just feel like it made me paranoid. So, I mean, obviously it can keep you aware of what's happening, but it just becomes too much to check. Like, too much shit be popping up, and it's like, wow, this shit, wow, I'm in the Wild Wild West. So I had to delete it, and the fact that he got the premium subscription, he got the premium paid for version, you know he be on there like, oh, you know, and putting his little conspiracy theories together and whatnot. That shit crazy. I didn't watch the news, so I damn sure ain't about to be on no paid Citizens app seeing all the dangers in the area, but anyway.
That people were like purposely causing fires. So there's definitely a problem here mental health wise, because why are there people on the streets causing fires when we have the fire staff, like, you know, they're short staffed trying to keep all of this at bay. So if you're in California, it's a really scary place to be right now, and please try to pay attention to the news. I've been using that watch.
I think the news scares you more, if I'm being honest. And he's if you in California. No, again, whatever.
Duty website to go and track to see what the warnings are at my location, but definitely be vigilant. I've never lived in an area where it's had this kind of weather, and it was really scary because even walking down the street, I mean, not only
why y'all in the house still? Get that fucking dog out the house. This is why I can't stand people. Why are you still home with the pets? And this
and it was
Sir, it's burning. Get out of there.
It's scary because even walking down the street, I mean, not only do you have the air quality, but the wind is so strong.
And get Fido out of there too.
Trees that fall down to the ground, that fly at you, trash that is flying at you. It's not safe. Why
would you stay in the house?
I am going to keep myself buckled down.
What sense does this make?
To the news for now to make sure that nothing near me is catching on flame. But it is a super scary situation to be in. And actually, I have a new project that's coming out that I've told you guys about for a while, and I was possibly going to go and do something that would ultimately release it like tomorrow.
Bye, Sloan. Are you talking about anything else? No. Anyway, prayers to everyone who is affected by this and who are indirectly affected. Because like I said, the air quality is not good. It's not good to be subjected to, you know, breathing in all of these particles and whatnot outside. So, you know, protect yourself, stay indoors. I'm not going to tell you wear a mask because I'm not going to wear one, so that would be hypocritical. But definitely get an air purifier, and yeah, stay inside. That's what I'm doing for the most part. Should I even go to the gym? I mean, that's still indoors. I'm just in the car going to the gym and then indoors to the gym. So yeah, I'll do that. I'll do like, you know, necessary stuff. But I'm staying inside while the air quality is this bad. That's what they recommend you do, because obviously it's a lot worse when you're outside. So anyway, everybody stay safe. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Let me know what other videos you want to watch, and I'll see y'all in the next time. Bye!